What are some of the worst examples of the "we've always done it that way" mindset? There is no reason for a cashier's should always stand rule. It's based on outdated tradition and not much in the way of practically. When I moved from PA to Washington, I had to register my car. No biggie, the title was still held by the bank since I was making payments on it. Now for some reason, even getting a copy of that title is a bit of a ****T show, involving quite a few fees and a long wait time. I didn't want to deal with that, especially when PA's doll and the bank with my title were making everything difficult. So I went to my local Washington doll and explained the situation. "Let me take care of it. We just need a single number off that piece of paper anyways. Should take like 5 minutes. What state is your title held in?" "Pennsylvania." FFFFFF. You might want to sit down. 2.5 freaking hours later, the bank finally says they will release a copy of the title if they get an official request from the Department of License in Washington state. Great. They get put on hold. Old lady types up a quick request and faxes it over. She puts them back on hold. So apparently, they need a handwritten request. A typed copy isn't something they can legally work with. Why? I've no idea. They just thought it was incredibly unprofessional that we sent them a typed document. So there it was, that I had to send a handwritten document that had to be explicitly polite, asking for a single number off the top of my title to please be released, on top of requiring a handwritten note. Apparently this is not unusual for PA wire transplants, since PA is one of the few states that still issues paper titles and is very protective about who is even allowed to look at that title. Decades ago, anybody who obtained your bank account number and the bank's routing number could make an unauthorized withdrawal of money out of your account. But now, thanks to much better technology, anybody who obtains your bank account number and the bank's routing number can make an unauthorized withdrawal of money out of your account. Banks say there's no way to prevent this, such as by delaying withdrawals by a single day until the customer explicitly grants permission. I have 2 coworkers, our admins, who print an email and scan it back to themselves as a PDF. Yes, I've shown them how to save the original digital file as a PDF. Yes, they keep printing and scanning. I'm a pediatric resident, working with archaic old attending doctors who enforce decisions based on how it was done back in the day, rather than data supported and evidence-based medicine. I can't stand working with these sorts of people. Family members who have had children before you. They seem to take it as a personal slight against them if you do anything differently to the way they did it the 15th of October 20 years previously. We use stock pickers where I work. Prepare for hell if you use a picker that a first shift guy wants because they've been using it for the last X years. I've gotten threats to my property, job, and self because my shift just so happens to overlap this sometimes and I'm on some random piece of equipment. Edit. A lot of people saying equipment differs from piece to piece, which is 100% true. This particular job though, my shift overlaps with both other shifts often, so I personally get on whatever I know is okay, even though I too have my favorite pickers. At the end of the day though, I'm not there to fight with someone over equipment. I'm there to finish my job and get out. Job I was in would handwrite patient notes, type them up, then print them again, only to file them. I suggested typing them from the get-go as everyone had laptops anyway, and then attaching the digital notes to the patient profile on our global drive. Once all existing notes were archived, we went from having 10 on-site filing cabinets to half a cabinet. People are technophobic. Edit. To answer a few questions I've been receiving. This is England, UK. There is not a legal reason that we have paper notes. Solicitors prefer typed notes as it's easier to read. Everything is audited when viewed digitally. I couldn't even have a patient on screen without it being saved that I'd viewed it. We have multiple backups. The clinicians were more than happy to adapt. I had discussed this with them before taking it to management. Had it been an issue, I wouldn't have said anything. The biggest resistance I had was the management team who visit the site once a year, simply because they didn't understand what I was putting forward. Our team has more than doubled in size since we're now saving money in several aspects of the job and now have a team size fit for the role. The reason they never employed the numbers we needed was lack of money, which was found through going papal-white. My boss will insist we do things his way because that's the way he did it before he had any employees and that's what worked for him. However, we keep having to lull him into letting us do things our way because his way was just slowing down and hurting our business. He's seen the progress we've made, mostly the money, but also customer sat. And when he's not there on Saturday, we are able to get more work done and money in a day than this guy will do in a week because of how efficient we are. We work on cars. Like half the restaurant owners on kitchen nightmares, you can't serve customers rotten food. I work in a restaurant, and one night I went to clean the soda nozzle on the fountain. I removed the one for lemonade/water, and it broke a boss's mind. He said we leave that one on overnight. I know I'm just gonna give it a little scrub and hook it back up. In case someone wants water, we have a porter who cleans the place. The busser thought I was trying to deny this guy a glass of water. It can be reattached. I'm going to clean it and reattach it within 90 seconds. It just needs to be cleaned every once in a while. He looked like his F***king heart was broken. Restaurant workers are extremely susceptible to microchosmal thinking. Felt bad for the guy. F***KED his S***T up. In several academic fields there's a culture of older, more experienced people acting S***TTY towards their younger subordinates, and the younger people just having to take it, because the older people have all the power. Eventually the younger people grow older and end up being S***TTY to their subordinates, because in their view they've served their time. Joining a work environment and making suggestions to coworkers who have been doing the job for 40+ years. Some appreciate learning of an alternative way of working, while some get all huffed up about learning something new that would increase their productivity. Next time, don't ask me how I do my work faster then. Edit. Just to be clear, I'm an employee, not a manager. I don't shove ideas down people's throats or insist that they do things my way. I've adapted my way of working to what suits me because I like making things as easy as possible, so I finish my work faster. When I worked at the camp front desk, we had a really S***TTY system. It was sort of okay for checking people in, but for everything else it was just horrible. Even checkouts were a chore to do. Anyway, I was thought that I need to search for the parcel number, let's say 202. I had to scroll down to 202, right click on it, choose check and guess, then press F4 tab, and then I could check people in. I soon figured out that I can type the parcel number by keyboard, and if pressing enter, it jumped straight to check-in page. No F4s or tabs. So that's what I did, and told everyone of the new way, until that one guy said, that screws up the process, that by doing it my way it can mess with everything else, and blamed me for some mistake that was made by him at the checkout. Like I said, even checkout was a chore, and you had to be really careful when doing it, otherwise you could mess things up, which he did. He told the boss about it, and we had to go back to left clicking and whatnot. Nobody did it, of course, because it was time consuming. Boy, girl seating. I work in a preschool, and this older woman constantly insists on children sitting this way. Even when she walks into the middle of a lunch that she's not catering, she'll make kids stop eating, stand up, and move them around, just so they're sitting. Boy, girl. My 75-year-old coworker Betty Jean, who will randomly say this is how we've always done it, about things we've never done that way. That's a terrible example. We've never done it that way. Indian marriage. F***king formalities. It simply adds up to the stress. Somehow my parents feel our ancestors were good role models. Make sure to like and subscribe for more daily content. Thanks for watching.